So you want to learn how to code and land a job as a programmer, but you have many questions that hold you back. Fear not, I'm here to answer all of them. Today we're going to answer the 10 most popular questions that every beginner programmer asks. Without wasting any time, let's dive right into the first question. How long do I need to learn programming? If you are really into it and show a lot of dedication, the answer you want to hear is 3 months. Some of you though might not have a lot of time to spend on learning programming, and that's totally understandable. You might have other obligations, such as having a job, kids, or preaching the word of God. In that case, you might need a little bit longer in order to achieve that. 6 months to 1 year is more than enough for you to learn the basics while having a full-time job. It's enough time for you to create some samples of your work and get some confidence so you can start looking and land your first job as a programmer. How long will it take for me to actually land my first job? This always depends on many factors that I will mention in just a second. Assuming that you will get the basic knowledge of a programming language, you will have a portfolio of 3 to 5 good-looking projects that showcase your skills. You will have a professional good-looking CV, and you're not a dumbass. Most likely you will need 1 to 3 months applying to jobs, interviewing, and eventually landing your first job. Programming jobs usually have 3 to 4 steps before they make you a final offer. The first step is a casual short call with a recruiter to introduce the company to you and to get to meet you and ask for your salary expectations and your strengths and weaknesses. The second step is usually a takeaway test that you will need to do so the company understands the level of your knowledge. The third step should be a technical interview with your potential team lead. And the fourth step, that not a lot of companies require, is a short call with the management team so they get a chance to meet you too before they hire you. What programming language should I learn? That's a question I get asked all the time. The programming language you should learn should depend on what you eventually want to be coding. For example, if you want to code websites or web applications, then JavaScript is the best option. If you want to make games, you should learn C#. If you're not sure what you would want to build, but you definitely want to learn programming, then JavaScript or Python would be the best option for you, as they are versatile and compared to other languages, very easy to learn. What is the best way to learn programming? For most skills, some people learn by watching others, some others by doing, some others by listening to podcasts. This does not apply to programming. There is only one way to learn programming, and it is to learn by doing. Practicing is the only way possible to learn programming. So leave everything else aside and start by watching a good tutorial series that has a lot of exercises for you to do while you proceed along the course. I highly recommend the courses on Zero to Mastery website, which I will leave a link in the description below so you can get a 10% off. Do I need to be good at math to be good at programming? A lot of people say, "Oh, I can't be good at programming because I suck at math." Well, that is far from the truth. In programming, you will need to use math if you're developing applications that require mathematics, like simulations or some parts of video game development, but in the very large majority of the cases, it will not be used. So, just to make it very, very clear to you, no. You shouldn't be good at math to be good at programming. Did I just make your day a little bit better? If yes, like this video and subscribe to my channel. Do I need a degree to learn programming? No, definitely not. If I managed to create my first HTML page when I was 12 years old, then you can do it too, no matter your age or your knowledge. That's right. It's 2023. You can learn everything and anything online. The important thing here though is to find a person who can properly guide you and show you step by step what you need to learn. And that's why I'm here. Do I need a degree in order to get a job as a programmer? To continue on with the previous question, you might wonder if you can learn programming solely by learning online without having a computer science degree. The short answer is yes. You definitely can. In fact, some of the best programmers out there working for the best and biggest companies in the world have no degree at all. They just committed to their dream, sat their ass down, learned how to code from online resources, and most importantly, trusted the process. Now, don't get me wrong here. A university degree is always helpful as it teaches you how to effectively work in teams, and it will show the employer that you have committed to something and actually got a paper for it. In programming, a degree is a plus, not a necessity. Sometimes I get stuck on a basic problem for hours. Is it normal? Yes. You have no idea how many days of my life I spent trying to find the solution to some obvious problems. Just the other day, I spent 2 hours trying to figure out why my program was not compiling. Eventually, that was because of a missing semicolon. So yes, my friends, it is completely normal for someone to stack from time to time. The important thing here is to learn from this situation and keep moving on. Shit happens. Is programming hard to learn? Yes and no. I will explain. Now I would like to pause the video and take a moment here to ask you to like and subscribe to my channel because I really want to help you become a better programmer and land your first job. Thank you. Let's go back to the video. Programming can be confusing, intimidating, and sometimes frustrating. It is 100% up to you how you will handle each situation. For example, if you keep thinking that programming is not for you, or if you set some unrealistic expectations when learning how to code, then yes, programming can be hard. On the other hand, if you're patient, set the bar low in the beginning, and give yourself some time, things are only going to become better and easier as time goes on. Programming is hard only until you get the point in the beginning. And that's why not everyone is a programmer, right? I use Google a lot and I feel like I'm cheating. Is this bad? Let me just tell you one thing that you most probably heard 1 million times in the past. Programming is 90% Google searching. Yep, that is true, my fellow programmers. There is absolutely nothing wrong with Googling stuff when coding. There is a thin line though here that can be misunderstood. Good programmers use Google search to get ideas and solutions for their problems, compare their logic to others, and then create their solution based on their research. That's definitely not cheating. Bad programmers use Google to just copy others' code, and yes, that is cheating. And that's a wrap, ladies and gents. If you have any question, leave a comment below and I will make sure to answer to all of them. Feel free to join our email list for cool tips and tricks and some interesting coding stuff. No spam, I promise. As well as join our Discord server. Thanks for watching this week's video and I'll see you on the next one.